have a tradition where for every day in October, I change my avatar into one of your spooky submissions. And I'm going to say something that might blow your socks right off your dogs. This is the 12th consecutive year that we've done this. 12 years of Spook Me Up October. Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that hard to believe? I don't really believe it myself. 12 years? That can't be right, but it is. As you may know, changing one's profile picture every day on Twitter or X, for whatever reason, Elon's made it annoyingly hard. However, you can totally change your profile pic daily on Blue Sky. So for every day in October, I will be changing my Blue Sky profile pic to one of your spooky submissions. We also changed the server pick on the Jax Films official Discord every day. I went through a ton of your submissions. I've narrowed it down to the top 31, one for each day of October. And we also have dozens of honorable mentions. This year's template was a little different. It was a full body image as opposed to the typical close-up face. Wanted to mix it up a little bit this year. I gave you a nice empty seat, and boy, did you fill that seat right up. So without further ado, Jesus fucking Christ. So without further ado, let's get started with October 1st. I absolutely should get the Rizzler on the Questions Get Worse. The world needs it. I think our broken country would start healing once he gets in the chair and we ask him the tough questions. Jack, what would you do if the Rizzler wanted to be on your show? I would ask him to please reconsider, because I don't think 9-year-olds should be on the Questions Get Worse. Brian, look out, no. Taylor Swift's next big loud album is coming out on October 3rd, so I thought, sure, we'll allow it. Truth be told, I haven't liked anything she's released since Folklore, but who asked? Taylor, go back to your roots. Folklore was so sad and pretty, and then all you do is just loud pop music. Go back to your sad Folklore roots. There are dozens of us that agree with that statement. Put me in, coach. Put me on Game Changer. My improv skills are shit. I don't care. Just put me in anyway. So many of you have badgered me to get Brennan Lee Mulligan on the Questions Get Worse, as if I have access to anyone from the Dropout cast. Let me just ping him right up. Beep, boop, boop. I would love to get him on, and he would murder on the Questions Get Worse. It's the Bunny Show. Fun fact, I quite like the Amazing Digital Circus. That's what this picture is based on. It's a YouTube cartoon series, exquisitely animated, but I stopped watching a couple of episodes ago because they had a spooky episode. And then right before a jump scare happened, I paused and I said, maybe I'll come back to this. And I haven't since. And that was months ago. It's a wonderful show, but you know, I don't like jump scares. This is good timing. I've been playing Silk Song daily for about a week and a half. It's the game that keeps on giving. Erin calls it Bug Game. She plays Silk Song too. She has her own save file, but whenever she gets to a scary boss battle, she hands me the controller and I go, my queen, for you, anything. It's always an honor. It's always an honor fighting those boss battles that my wife simply can't or just chooses not to. It makes me feel so big. I know I talked about this before with like Elden Ring and shit. It's now translated to Silk Song. This is a really good one. This is a vivid illustration of mine and Erin's fear of being sung happy birthday in restaurants. A very real, very tangible fear. And the longer I look at this picture, the worse and funnier it gets. I just realized we're surrounded by no fewer than 3 separate groups of staff clapping at us. It's I love this in the upper left corner. I just love the fucking conga line of staff just waiting in the dark to clap at us. It's awful. We do drink about that amount of wine per outing at a restaurant, so that is real. So, a funny story about this picture. I thought it was from the hit video game Deltarune, which I haven't played. I just saw that aesthetic and thought, oh, this must be from that Deltarune game. And apparently it's not. It's just cool pixel art, which makes it even cooler because it's an original. And I do appreciate you quoting me in the text. Today's guest is a real treat. Yeah, what's that thing I always say? Hi, I'm Jack and the Questions Get Worse. Joining me today is a very special guest, and can I be honest? A real treat. You know how I have to like sing a whole song to like remember like a certain phrase or a chorus or whatever? That's me. I had to say my whole opening for the Questions Get Worse to remember what I said there. And even hotter wings. Right. I always say that too. Yeah. Here's a fun one. This is me in a not so distant future. Very sad. Just me carrying on a riveting conversation with no one in general, no one in particular, whilst being studied for medical purposes. And then like occasionally I'd go, that's right, chat. Or I look off and be like, that's right, chat. Yeah, I can see this. This is my future. Honestly, Don't hate it. They let me keep the suit, which is kind of cool. Member Ace Attorney.
Objection!
It's like, it never went anywhere. There's nothing to remember. It never left. I also don't love that my rival is ReactBot in this scenario, because I do feel like I'm competing with him always. Vroom, vroom. Shut up. Whenever ReactBot's off, chat screams, turn ReactBot back on. So I've already lost. Also, when I was designing the Seduce the Grinch Choose Your Own Adventure series, and I needed some help from Jack Film Council member Marshall, who is a wonderful composer and arranger, I made a little mock-up of what the Choose Your Own Adventure would look like and sound like, and I used Ace Attorney music as a placeholder, saying like, can you kind of mimic this style, but incorporate You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch? And gosh darn it, Marshall did it. Oh, cool. This one's fun. They put me in a little office, right? With a couch and a desk and a cool DSLR. I like this one. I don't really get it, but I don't know. I just think it's neat. No, guys, I'm kidding. I get the joke. It's from The Office, right? I love entries that are GIFs, and this one is so cool. This one feels like I'm looking at a 3D image without putting on stupid 3D glasses or something. And it also has like that video game mechanic. It feels like one of those, like, you ever play a video game and you have to like be stealthy, you have to stay in the shadows, and if you go in the light, you're like caught or whatever. It's like one of those. This one's going up on October 13th. For no reason at all. Pay no attention to that creep in the window. Here's me with my old problematic pal, Chad Bros of Huntington. Do you remember that era when YouTubers had characters and personas? Chad Bros of Huntington was one of mine. His personalities included drinking and calling things gay. That was it. He has since graduated from beer and classed up a bit and moved on to Chardonnay. Good man. Relax, gang. This is going up on Wednesday, October 15th, because there should be a new episode of South Park that night. As you may know, this season, they're not doing weekly uploads anymore. It's like every 2 weeks. So if I timed it right, this should be timed right. Phenomenal season thus far. Did I say uploads? Shit. I'm too YouTube brained. And I forgot that TV shows don't upload new episodes. They air them. I'm a fucking idiot. Put me in, coach. I want to Red Letter Media so hard. But yeah, I had to pick this because look how well I fit in. Just me and the boys, right, buddy? This video brought me closer to Christ. Okay, I'm done with you. But isn't this just a nice image? I don't think I should ever work with Red Letter Media because I don't think I'd be a good fit for their show. I don't know. But then again, put me in anyways. You wouldn't be able to keep your cool. Yeah, that's true. I don't fangirl over many YouTubers or online influencers. I'm scared that I would in front of these guys. So I can never work with them. Anyways, put me in. I know they have a jack already. Put me in. They could use a pair of jacks. That's fine. This is an anime where the women are horses, or the horses are women. And I think a racehorse in real life died that one of the girls is based on. And the only reason I know that is because when this racehorse died, all I could see on Twitter were just pictures of her. People are like, oh no, the horsey died. And it was just pictures of this anime girl from this TV show about girls racing like racehorses, or the girls are the horses. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like I have to include this as punishment for myself for being terminally online. So this is just a fun reminder for me to maybe log off every once in a while so that I don't know things like an anime where all the girls are horses. I'm the old Jack. I want normal wine. Man, this show came and went so fucking fast. There was the pilot episode, and then no one ever spoke of it ever again, except to kind of meme on it. There were like 3 episodes, but everyone only ever remembers the first one because of the iconic, I'm the old Norm, I want normal beer line. It's a very cool show. If you're 70, we're slowly starting to get spooky here on the 19th. Oh God, they turned my dogs into Cerberus. Quite well, actually. I think I can pick out which dog is which. That looks like Clonic on the left, Sunday in the middle, Chip on the right. But I also really like the attention to detail. I love the dirt and mud on the chair. That happens all the time, by the way, like pretty much every day. I wash those couch cushions like every other week. More often if we do have a guest for the questions get worse, because, you know, it's a real set. Because the dogs just like come in from outside and the first place they jump to is this fucking chair. I'm getting a little triggered by the mess. Also, it's easy to miss the bloody satanic ritual sigil on the carpet. I almost missed that. I love this one. This one is so cool. This one's from Sing Song. Damn, I really need to play Deltarune. I guess I need to play Undertale first and I need to play those games. Squid Game! What was that meme? I just remembered a meme that makes me laugh every single time. Uncle Ben, what happened? Squid Games! I love it. I love this shit so much. Like the rest of the world, I did watch the first season of Squid Games, and it was fine. It was fun. The American VIPs showed up. What the fuck was up with their, like, dubbing and line delivery? They were all speaking as if they had never spoken an English sentence before. If they step on the platform and fall through, they will surely die. The players have to step on the platforms that don't crack underneath. Otherwise, they would fall, and that would mean they die. Like, they all spoke like that. What the fuck was up with that? Like, what was that? Is that a direction thing? A language barrier thing? Why? Do you know what I'm talking about? This is a Twin Peaks reference. Twin Peaks was an early 90s show, and without Twin Peaks, we wouldn't have X-Files, we wouldn't have Buffy. I think Twin Peaks kind of paved the way for a lot of stuff in our current cultural zeitgeist. So respect your elders and ancestors. But the reason this is captioned, the reason for the yesterday I asked you, Dale Cooper, this FBI agent, has a dream where this person speaks backwards at him and gives him riddles and hints about the murder of Laura Palmer. That's what the whole series is revolving around. It's like, who killed Laura Palmer, this high schooler? But whenever he speaks backwards. He would say out loud, yesterday I asked you. Like, it would be that kind of shit. So he had to learn how to say the phrase, yesterday I asked you, backwards, and then hear it reversed, and then say it, or do his best impersonation of that. I'm not making any sense. YouTube Twin Peaks. Just YouTube it. If you don't get Twin Peaks, maybe you'll get this next one for October 23rd. Someone immediately said Fortnite. Yes, that's right. This is from Fortnite. The Twin Peaks for 16-year-olds. Absolutely. The Backrooms is Twin Peaks for 16-year-olds. I think that's honestly, that's very apt. Why did you turn my chair into a fucking lawn chair, though? That just sounds like more work on your end. Why did you do that? Oh, that's the official liminal chair? I didn't realize. I had to include this one because the creator said it was done in Blender. And the more you look at it, the more impressive it becomes once you know it was done in Blender. Look at Shrek's angelic glow. A true Christ-like, I mean, is this in reference to the Last Supper? Am I Judas in this? Am I like, surely I will not betray you, my lord? And Shrek is like, but you will, my onion. You had to pose Shrek in this position because he doesn't do that in the movies. He doesn't go, donkey, you will betray me before the third crow of the rooster tomorrow. Jesus spoke in riddles, right? It's been a minute since I've read the Bible. I'm not going to talk about Gene on the right because fuck Gene, but I love the majestic Alexander Hamilton super flags behind us. So gorgeous. And that's, oh, I just realized that's Be Funny Now in a tombstone. Fuck off. That's great. This is something that I had to zoom in to really appreciate. There's a stack of papers here. Yai movie screenplay. I'm having a business dinner with Shrek pitching my Yai movie screenplay. That's a wonderful detail. A completely beautifully unnecessary detail. It's like those Renaissance era painters that snuck in so many little Easter eggs and details for scholars to discover hundreds of years later. Good on you. There's the old creepypasta. Nice. Okay. Yep, that's some good nightmare stuff right there. That's far too many teeth for a human to have. ReactBot, are you okay with this?
Relatable.
Shit, all right. Besides the incredible detail on the larger-than-life ReactBot monstrosity, I quite like that you had to draw a little ghost costume over me. That's very well done. I don't like all the foot fungus ReactBot seems to have in this picture, but I do like the little detail here of they're suppressing and crushing the real me. So who's that, huh? Oh, is that my evil twin circa YouTube 2012 when like movie reviewers would review a movie, but then the evil version of them would come out and say all the opposite shit? I think that's totally it. I'm including this one because I thought it was a Dia de los Muertos reference, and then I thought, oh, maybe it's a Grim Fandango reference. Ultimately, I'm including it because of its aesthetic, the effort it took to make it, the whole skeletal aspect. But the actual reference, according to its creator, it's the album art from
the band
Oingo Boingo and their song Dead Man's Party. I never would have figured that out if they had not included that. So it's a reference to this. It's a song, but I'm including it not because I know anything about Oingo Boingo. I don't. But because it's a lovely little skeletal Halloween adjacent image. Now we're getting really spooky, guys. It's the 27th of October. We're getting awfully close. We're itching closer to Halloween. Oh no, I got Final Destination in the MRI machine. Many such cases. Tragic. Oh my God. That's cool. There's a little detail in this picture that I'm only now just noticing. First off, I just love the horror image of it, like just being crushed in the machine, like beautiful. Got some details, got React-Bot up in the corner. This little detail I'm only just now seeing, and it made me realize just how much work went into this. You can see my pants are being like rolled up, and there's much more of my black socks here being exposed. So you had to alter my photo to make it look like the pants are being like raised. That's an insane amount of effort that I didn't notice until my 4th time seeing this. Pretty much. That's really clever. Oh, it's the same leg. Oh, nice. It's a little copy paste job. It's good enough that I didn't even notice. That's really clever. Shit. Well done. Well fucking done. Now this one's simple, but it's done oh so well. You even got the lighting on me just perfect. That eerie little glow. Me actually holding the wine, you know, because the temptation, it's perfect. This is so good. If I saw this in my YouTube feed, I wouldn't bat an eye. This is a perfect recreation of a true crime podcast like thumbnail. It's perfect. I do like the red arrow pointing to a pizza cutter. Thank you for labeling that. I appreciate that. Now for October 30th, the day before Halloween, this is the picture I'm going with, and I do believe it's our first, I think in the 12 years we've been doing this, I think this is our first claymation type submission from Model Mellow on Blue Sky. And I love the little details of, like, I think that's a Lego piece, right? Like the wine glasses are tiny Lego pieces, I'm pretty sure. You got React-Bot's eyes fucking perfectly. You've nailed the eyes in React-Bot. React-Bot, do you think this captures your likeness pretty well? Gee, all right. Happy Halloween to you too. Now guys, I have something to admit that I'm a little ashamed of. When I saw this and I stared at it, I had some fears and some doubts creep in. I was looking at the floor texture and the wobbliness of this chair, and I thought, oh no, is this AI generated? Then I looked at the original account and check this out. This is awesome. This put my fears to rest rather quickly. This is from the original poster, and they have work in progress pics. They 3D printed the bones of the chairs, I believe, and I think some of the tables there. Everything else is clay. I'm only just realizing now that you like perfectly recreated the tables. That's really fucking cool. I missed the wine bottle and the little card here, the little the questions get worse card. The pillows are the perfect colors. You even got the blanket. It's perfect. You even got the marble texture on the tables perfectly. I missed a lot of this because my stupid arm is blocking so much of the beauty happening here. I totally missed the accuracy of these tables. So damn cool. So please forgive me, Model Mellow, for having the slightest of doubts that this is nothing but handmade, old-fashioned, hard-ass work. Now, before I reveal what I'll be sharing on October 31st, Halloween, here are just a few honorable mentions. This one's cute, me interviewing an alien version of myself, seemingly through the fabric of time and space. Oh, I just noticed React-Bot in the corner. That's fun. This art is incredible. I just don't entirely know what it's referencing, but gorgeous art style. Like, look how well inked the fucking monster on the right is. And look how well painted the monster on the left is. And I do believe this person, we have featured your work before in a previous Spook Me Up episode, because if you zoom in on that picture on the table, why, that's your previous work, isn't it? Just gorgeous nightmare fuel. Thank you for censoring my dogs and my dong in this one, but keeping the Batman chest hair. This one's true. Only a demon version of me would slay a Christmas version of me, because I love Christmas more than anything and most people, and even more than my dogs. I didn't include this one because it's Minecraft. Here's another creation of Adam one. This time I'm breathing life into React-Bot, who's ripped as fuck. Good man, React-Bot. React-Bot, what's your gym routine? This is why blue lives matter. Don't. Bad answer. Incredible Smurfs poster from a movie you've definitely already forgotten about. The rest of the world sure did. If you're wondering, Jack, why didn't you include this one? That's why. But it's really good. It's really good artwork. I didn't include this one because there's no scenario where all three of them are sitting, you know, cutely like that together. It's always chaos. It's a tornado. And I don't like people stretching the truth. This one rules. I know you're making it so you don't hit 5 million subs. I just don't know how. For the record, I liked Dokes a decade before it was cool to like Dokes. And I love that everyone's memeing on Dokes now, right? That's fine. But I just want to announce that I thought Dokes was cool way before you guys did. And I will take that street cred. Surprise, motherfucker. For someone who doesn't know a damn thing about photo editing, you do a pretty good job here. But I would never sit on Klondike. Her back would break like a bundle of twigs. Again, just more supremely talented artwork from a supremely talented artist. Just gorgeous work here. But the one thing I really don't like about this one is I really don't like how exposed my ankles are in here. Like, this makes me cringe. I could never wear pants with like showless socks and shoes. This makes my skin crawl out of my body. I could never do that. The head looks good though. Love the head. More veins though. I thought this one was fantastic. Next. The video that this joke is based off has 34 million views on YouTube. That's all. The left don't want this reality. Actually, it's Frankenstein's monster. This one is so simple. It's so cute. And it's so well done. I don't know why I didn't include it in the top 31. Oh, well. Another sing-song one. I could only include one from Sing Song, though. So I included the other one and not this one. But I do like that we're resting at the same bench. Multiple submissions of me talking to no one, interviewing no one, me crazy locked up in an asylum or being studied for psychiatric evaluation. I don't care for that. All right? I don't care for that joke. It's a good joke though. Peter, the horse is here. I cannot wait for this time next year when the Labubu fad has died a grisly, forgettable death. Uh-oh, it's those characters from the Wednesday show. Oh shit, wait, that's good. Hold on. I was about to wave this off and then I noticed something in the middle here. The middle card says the characters get gross. That's a really cool edit. You turn the wine red or bloody. Shit, all right, that's pretty good. That's fair. All right, you win this round. Mr. President, get down! All I'll say is, if I were there on November 22nd, 1963, things would have gone down a little differently. I don't get what this is, though. I don't know what this is from. Does anyone know what this is from? Gorillas? The Now? Oh shit, look at that. I get it. Cue Danny DeVito. I get it meme. Yeah. That's totally what that is, right? Wait, the Gorillas? From Fortnite? I very, very nearly included this one in the top 31. It was a last minute switcheroo. It just wasn't spooky enough to include. But it was almost there, baby. And I love this. I love the raised eyebrow, the smoke in the right of frame. It's perfect. It's so good. It almost made it. You were so close. Maybe next time, hero. The only reason I didn't include this one in the top 31, a little lowbrow, but it's great. It's really good. And I love your inclusion of, all right, the doctor will be in shortly. I love that it implies that I'm not the doctor. I'm just there for a little poke. That's lovely. It was just a little, I don't know. I couldn't. My parents watched this. This entry made me Google, are they making Saw 11? And I found out that they were, and then they didn't. It was in production like 2 years ago, and then they were like, never mind. I learned something today because of this photo. Thank you. This one's very funny because he killed his wife. So you were in the Smurfs movie. What was that like? How was that? This was another very, very close call. This little Last Supper recreation. So much jam-packed in here. So fucking much. Where to start? We can discuss the ants trapezing across the dinner table. We got pizza slut on the pizza box here. That's kind of cool. Why am I eating Cookie Crisp though? That one. Oh, is that me with a job application? I would never. I know that, Brian. I know that, creeper. This is Chipwich's favorite meal. Little bingo card here. Nepal. The honeymoon pic I had you guys Photoshop, I think. Mr. Anderson. Hold on. There's a nothing burger in front of ReactBot, and he's drinking bingo juice. I love that. My ill-placed Be Funny Now billboard behind the giant. Yep, that's pretty fucking accurate. God damn, this is grand. Quick question regarding something adjacent to this. Would it make sense if I asked the Yai question, what Jubilee video do you want to see next? Does that make sense to you, or is that too niche? Please be honest. Let me know in the comments below. Remember 21 Pilots? I kind of remember them. Remember when I made a whole video because Hot Topic sent me like 24 21 Pilots shirts? That was fucking cool. Hey, Hot Topic, you're a real one. Apparently, this is a rhythm game. It's a rhythm game. I love the art though. The art's very cool, but I didn't include it because I don't know. It's a little too niche for me. I just don't understand, or I'm not familiar with the franchise. Lovely colors though. You had to make that. You had to illustrate me in that pose wearing those clothes. It's very well done. I was just not familiar with the property. That's all. Finally, it's time for me to reveal the image I will share on Halloween, October 31st, 2025. Congratulations to illustrator Darian Quilloy, who's no stranger to this tradition, Spook Me Up October. In fact, you could say this one took a year for the payoff, because last year you submitted this hideous, wonderful, terrifying entry of this alien-like beast bursting from my giant head. So it's only fair that we celebrate its first birthday this year. Just so you know, like, I saw most of these either on a laptop or on my little phone screen, but I'm looking at this right now on my computer monitor that's a little blown up, and I'm noticing the stitching on my forehead from whence this monster was birthed. Also hard to ignore the many faces, just hellish, demonic, skeletal, ghoulish faces on this thing. Looks like a fucking Resident Evil endgame boss. Seriously, shoot the eye right there. Just aim for the eye. Just gorgeous work as always, Darian. The little happy birthday card taking the place of the questions get worse card. Love that. Kept the wine though. Good stuff. Oh no, you're dirtying my couch. Oh, you're dirtying the seat. Get out of there. So many rows and rows of fangs and teeth and bristles on your many tendrils. I don't even know what you call those. The creepy, lonely light bulb here with the pole switch. You didn't have to illustrate that. You didn't have to draw that, and you did. You had to illustrate and paint the light on our faces. God damn. Hey, you're pretty good at this drawing thing. Just, you know, take that for what it's worth. Oh, and sorry, I just realized he's wearing a little birthday hat because you're 1 year old. They grow so fast. And I love this Polaroid that you have lore. You established lore in this photo. Like this is a payoff entry. You sowed the seeds of this entry in 2024, and it's paying off in spades. You didn't win last year because you were playing the long game. You were like, hey, we'll get him next year. Gosh darn it, you did. I love the Polaroid here. Welcome to the world, my beautiful child. If it weren't for this, I would have forgotten. So thank you for the reminder. You're smart. You're a smart artist. Darian Quilloy, take a seat amongst the 11 other champions we've had over the years here on Spook Me Up October. A lovely tradition that we somehow kept up here on Jack's Films and Jack is a Nerd. I cannot wait to share this photo on Halloween Day this year. Thus concludes another Spook Me Up season, one of the scariest ones yet. We started with the Rizzler and ended with eldritch cosmic horror, as always. And just a reminder, I will be changing my Blue Sky profile picture every day for all 31 days of October to your top 31 submissions. So if you want to see that, be sure to follow me on Blue Sky at Jack's Films. That's 2 extra J's. Reactbot, do you follow me there? That's actually really funny. It's not that funny.
Leave your answers in the comments below. I'll pick my favorites in the next episode of Yai.
If you go to the back of any Hot Topic in America, it's just like near naked chicks in lingerie. Isn't that Spencer's? I think it's Hot. Is that Spencer's? Oh no, am I confusing Hot Topic with Spencer's? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I mixed up Hot Topic with Spencer's. I mean, they're basically the same.